Breaking news! Something is about to happen at M/T Bank Stadium tonight that could change the way we look at this Ravens roster heading into the season. It's not about the big stars. You already know what Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and DeAndre Hopkins can do. No, tonight is about the unknown. It's about the players no one outside of Baltimore is talking about yet, the ones who could shock us, win jobs, or maybe even steal the spotlight entirely. There are battles brewing in the trenches, rookies thrown into the fire, and veterans with something to prove. And the beauty of preseason football? You never know who's going to give you that "did you see that" moment that gets the whole stadium buzzing. But before we move on, make sure you hit that like button if you're a true Ravens fan. It's always amazing to see fans of all ages supporting this team. And if you feel like it, comment, "Go Ravens," so we know you're locked in for the season. The Ravens open their preseason at home against the Indianapolis Colts, and while we won't be seeing much, if any, of the big stars like Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, or DeAndre Hopkins, that's exactly why tonight matters. This is the kind of game where the spotlight shifts to the new faces, the underdogs, and the players battling for roster spots. The starters are safe on the sidelines, but for others, these snaps could be career-defining. First up, every Ravens fan should keep their eyes locked on two rookies taken in the first two rounds of the 2025 NFL Draft, Malachi Starks and Mike Green. Starks has been thrown into the deep end after the Achilles injury to Darius Washington, instantly stepping into a starting role. What matters tonight isn't whether he makes highlight plays, it's whether he shows command of Zach Orr's defensive system. The coaching staff needs to see poise, communication, and positioning. On the other hand, Mike Green has a different type of pressure. Edge rushers can dominate the preseason when they're lined up against backup tackles, and that's exactly what fans want to see from him: constant disruption, winning his matchups, and making quarterbacks nervous. Both rookies have the potential to create moments that get the crowd on its feet. Then there's the return of Keaton Mitchell, and make no mistake, this is huge. Back in 2023, he was electric as a rookie, leading the league with 8.4 yards per carry. But an ACL injury slowed everything down, and last year he never looked quite like himself. Reports out of camp say that's changed. He's cutting, accelerating, and making defenders miss again. The idea of pairing his lightning speed with Derrick Henry's bruising power has fans salivating. It's thunder and lightning in purple and black, and tonight is our first real chance to see that spark again. The linebacker situation is another storyline to watch closely. Trenton Simpson is expected to be the Week 1 starter, but last year ended on a low note for him, limited snaps late in the season and none in the playoffs. That has opened the door for rookie Teddy Buchanan to make his case. Buchanan's athleticism, tackling ability, and coverage skills have impressed in practice, and while he's not expected to start right away, a strong preseason could accelerate his path to a bigger role. This is a competition worth monitoring every single snap. And let's not forget about the battle between Dayton Wade and Wester, two small but explosive wide receivers who are essentially fighting for one roster spot. Wade was a preseason star last year, constantly making plays in games that mattered for bubble players. Wester, meanwhile, has flashed at times in camp but also had quieter days. They're similar in speed, agility, and skill set, which means tonight could be pivotal in deciding who stays in Baltimore and who gets cut. Lastly, Tyler Loop's leg has been one of the quiet but important stories of camp. In Sunday's practice, he went a perfect 7.47, including a 60-yard bomb, and then followed it up with another strong showing against the Colts in joint practices. The Ravens don't need him to be Justin Tucker 2.0, but they do need him to be steady and reliable when the game is on the line. Consistency is everything for a kicker, and he has the chance to build even more confidence with another solid outing tonight. For me, the anticipation isn't just about who plays well, it's about who seizes the moment. Preseason games might not matter in the standings, but they matter deeply to the players fighting for their NFL lives. And tonight, under those M/T Bank Stadium lights, we're going to see who has that it factor. Take Malachi Starks, for example. This is a player who didn't just get eased into the NFL, he got thrown straight into the fire when Washington went down. That's a lot of pressure for a rookie, especially in a complex defensive scheme. The coaching staff will be watching every movement, every reaction, every time he communicates with his teammates. If he shows confidence and sharp instincts now, it sets the tone for his rookie season. Then you have Mike Green. Pass rushers like him have a golden opportunity in the preseason. These reps against backup tackles are a chance to flash that quick first step, show off some pass rush moves, and build momentum heading into September. If Green lives in the backfield tonight, it's going to be hard for the Ravens to keep him off the field once the games start counting. Keaton Mitchell's situation is even more emotional for fans. Last season felt like a waiting game, hoping we'd get the same explosive runner from his rookie year, but he never hit top speed. Now, reports say he's back to 100%, and pairing him with Derrick Henry could give Baltimore one of the most dangerous running attacks in the league. Seeing him take the field tonight will feel like the return of a weapon we didn't fully get to enjoy last season. On the defensive side, the Simpson versus Buchanan storyline could shape the linebacker room for years to come. Simpson wants to prove that last year's late-season fade was just a blip. Buchanan wants to prove he belongs right now, not just in the future. If Buchanan outshines Simpson in these preseason games, it could force the coaching staff into some tough decisions. Wester and Wade's battle is different. This is a fight for survival on the roster. They're similar players in so many ways, but that also means there might not be room for both. Wade's history of preseason heroics gives him an edge in fan memory, but if Wester lights it up tonight, this competition will get very real, very fast. And for Tyler Loop, this is about more than just numbers. It's about trust. A kicker who hits from 60 yards in practice can give the team confidence to attempt those long game-winning kicks in December. A kicker who nails every short and mid-range attempt becomes the safety net for close games. If Luke can stack another perfect performance, the Ravens may feel like they have the position locked down for the season. The truth is, preseason football is full of uncertainty, but it's also full of opportunity. Every snap is a test, every play is a chance, and every standout moment could be the difference between making the roster and packing your bags. So Ravens fans, with all this on the line, who do you think will be the breakout star of tonight's game? Will it be one of the rookies, a comeback story like Mitchell, or someone we're not even talking about yet? Think about Malachi Starks stepping into the spotlight at safety. This is a rookie who's been forced into a major role early, but rather than shy away from the challenge, he's embraced it. A strong showing tonight not only boosts his confidence, but energizes the entire defense. And then there's Mike Green off the edge. If he spends the night in the Colts' backfield, it sets the tone for an aggressive pass rush all season long. Those are the kinds of performances that don't just win games, they create belief. Keaton Mitchell's return is another reason to believe in a Ravens victory. Fully healthy and looking like the explosive runner we saw in 2023, he brings a game-changing dimension to the offense. Pair that with Justice Hill's versatility and the physical presence of Derrick Henry, even if Henry only plays a few snaps, and Baltimore's ground game can control the tempo, wear down the Colts, and keep the defense fresh. That's the formula the Ravens have perfected over the years. Dominate time of possession, make key defensive stops, and force the opponent to play Baltimore's style of football. On defense, the battle between Trenton Simpson and Teddy Buchanan isn't just about who starts week 1, it's about raising the level of play in the middle of the field. When competition is this fierce, everyone plays harder, tackles with more force, and communicates with more urgency. That kind of energy is contagious, and it can tilt a preseason game in the Ravens' favor. Special teams also matter, and Tyler Loop's strong camp should give fans confidence that if this game comes down to a field goal, Baltimore has the leg to finish the job. In a tight preseason contest where every point matters, having a kicker who can deliver is a massive advantage. Most importantly, tonight is a chance for the fans to see why this roster can beat anyone, preseason or not. These are the moments that build trust in the depth chart, pride in the younger players, and excitement for what's coming when the regular season starts. A win tonight wouldn't just be a number on the scoreboard. It would be proof that the Ravens' next man-up mentality is alive and well. So Ravens fans, get loud, believe in the team on the field tonight, and know that every big play, every hard tackle, and every touchdown is part of building something special. Do you believe Baltimore will start this preseason with a victory and send a message to the entire league?